This is for the one who was begotten from nothing. This is for the child who has dreams that will happen. My life has been a journey of perseverance. It's good, bad, and the ugly shrouded in endurance. Beat the culture and entrench a new wave. Break the mold and ignite a new rave. Change the status quo and incite a revolution. Be the one to pioneer a new dispensation. But that's what life is supposed to be. That's what life interestingly got for me. Reaching for the stars, going beyond the bar. It's not just about riding a car, harmonizing and playing the guitar. It's about the impact and the life you have influenced as we sojourn and traverse this earth. For many, the essence of life is about wealth, having more money. Well, that's a little true, but then I beg to differ. I believe the true essence of life is about impartation, transformation, inspiration. How many lives have been impacted? How many lives have been transformed? How many lives have been inspired by your journey here on earth each time you take your breath? So I believe you have to reconstruct true essence. For me, I believe a true life of relevance is about living a life for others, selflessness. Having ambition and goals is not about fame, it's about leaving a legacy, impact, and a name. For posterity's sake, it's time to go beyond the bar. In this season, we are reaching for the stars. When you are born into the home I was born in, with nothing and no one to look up to, with nothing and no one to look up for, the best bet is to give up on yourself and life itself painfully and relegate yourself to a life of nothingness. However, in this moment of melancholy, in this moment of despondency, I feel an unbridled urgency. I feel an unbridled insurgency. I feel an unbridled responsibility. I feel an unbridled opportunity to rise above the negativity and be the falcon, to challenge the status quo and be the icon, to recreate and influence the future, to redefine the tradition and the culture of mediocrity, the culture of impunity, the culture of poverty, the culture of sterility. I decided to rewrite my destiny. I decided to carve and entrench an identity, one that has the stature and the impact of immortality. That is what I set out to do. And the truth is, it has not been very cool. Hurdles, setbacks, impediments, and negativity, pessimism, backbiting, greed, and jealousy, and all that can bring men down, and all that can cause the fall of great men cannot even stop us now. Reaching for the stars, going beyond the bar, is not just about riding a car, harmonizing and playing the guitar. Having ambition and goals is not about fame, it's about leaving a legacy, impact, and a name. For posterity's sake, it's time to go beyond the bar. In this season, we are reaching for the stars. In reaching for the stars, we pause at the house of the moon and relearn the wisdom of our fathers. In reaching for the stars, there are impediments that can scar the mission and the pace of the motion, the focus and the vision of your devotion. A life of greed, jealousy, selfishness are among many that draw many into backwardness, but rather look up with a positive mind and always see the good and the best in people. The culture does not always have to define the life we live. The culture does not always have to influence the impact we give. Reaching for the stars, we seek to keep up the bar. It's not about having a car or a guitar, but rather knowing yourself, discovering who you are, and leaving a legacy for posterity, leaving a scar. The African culture is a canker. The African culture is a cancer. It eats and annihilates every light and glory. It stumbles and dismantles every beautiful story. If you are made to recount certain instances, time will not permit us to unveil certain occurrences. So I say, no matter who you are, no matter how close or far, believe in yourself and in what you do, for that is the only inheritance you have for you. And be poised on the race with God's eternal grace, with an unfeigned desire and passion on your face. Keep working harder, harder, keeping up the pace, for one day you'll reach up high in endless space. Reaching for the stars, we seek to keep up the bar. It's not about having a car or playing the guitar, but rather knowing who you are, discovering who you are, and leaving a legacy for posterity, leaving a scar. And finally, always remember that having ambition and goals is not about fame, it's about leaving a legacy, impact, and a name. For posterity's sake, it's time to go beyond the bar. In this season, keep reaching for the stars.